And welcome to Mic Drop, where I'm going to help you ace your next audition. All right, today I'm going to be talking about something I call singer's stance. And usually, you're standing when you're singing. That's pretty easy. You've got your feet about shoulder width apart, your knees maybe slightly bent. You never want to lock your knees. If you do that for too long, you can actually cut off circulation and faint. It has definitely happened, especially in choirs. It's not as common with solo singing, of course, but like if you're in a choir and you're in a long concert and you're just locking your knees, it could be embarrassing. And your arms just like nicely by your side, just kind of hanging there, not rigid, nothing to create extra tension. But what I really want to focus on is the top part of your body. You have your rib cage here, and your rib cage in your typical stance is sitting right on your lungs. And when you take a breath, you have to push out against that rib cage. Like how nice it would be if we liberated your lungs, didn't have those on top of it. So the best way that I found to do this is actually with your shoulders. Put your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Take them all the way back as far as they will go, and then drop them. What this does is this creates a stance where your sternum, right here, that connects your lungs, is high. Your chest is high, and your shoulders are nice and back. What this creates is what I call the singer stance, where now, when you're breathing, your ribs are off of your lungs, and you have that room to breathe. You don't have to work so hard. Sometimes I've also heard this called like the royal stance, because you're standing up very straight and proper. So I usually slouching over like this. Instead, I put my shoulders up, back, and down. It brings up my sternum so that I have all this additional freedom. So that's what I tell my students is to adopt a singer stance. To review, that's legs shoulder width apart, arms loosely by your side, knees slightly bent if you want to, and then your shoulders up, back, and down, with your chest held high. And then finally, is the level of your chin. What you want to do is not obstruct the flow of air. So what happens if I go like this? Yeah, it's like you're kinking off the hose, where it's like so that the air is not coming through. You also don't want to go like this, is that is also obstructing your airway. So you want to keep your chin as level as you can. Some people will even say to drop your you can put your jaw a little bit forward. That helps. But you don't want to move your actual chin too far up or too far down, as both of those will obstruct the airway. All right, so look at yourself in the mirror when you're singing. If you've got like a nice long full-length mirror, look at that, or have somebody record you and see, like, do you slouch when you sing? Just see when you're slouching, all that weight, all that extra stuff is on top of your lungs, and you're constricting your air supply. You don't want there to be tension anywhere. If you slouch, there's going to be tension here in your shoulders. You don't want tension anywhere, basically. So another big one that I see students doing a lot is putting their hands in their pockets when you sing. But what happens when you put your hands in your pockets? That's right. Your shoulders roll forward, and you're once again in this slouching position. So shoulders up, back, and down, hands not in your pockets while you sing. It's okay to use your hands, like if you're expressing things with your hands, that's totally fine, as long as you're not bringing your hands in your pockets or bringing them so far forward that is making you hunch over. All right, that's what I have for you today. Now go out there, drop that mic, break a leg.